place for a day.
Ah, so this is why I had to make my own drink.
Come here. I should call security on you.
Oh, they're pussycats. Listen, nobody can make a Bloody Mary like Fargate. You know, I am a whiz kid at cocktails. Tell me, what's going on with Kendall?
Well, it's just as you said. The woman loves me.
Oh, does she?
And I love you. You make me fight for her.
Oh, that calls for a toast to you and to Kendall.
Mr. Slater.
I said I didn't want to be disturbed.
I'm sorry. This package just came for you. It's urgent. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I should have told you about Kendall. No. It's okay. Myrtle would have said I'm a darn fool to stay angry. You were just protecting me.
Yeah, then why do I feel like a darn fool?
Well, right now I know exactly why you did it, because the last thing I want to do is tell my mother that especially on a day like today. It's okay.
Hey, what's that?
It's from Myrtle.
Hi, darling. I was just going to put up the closing sign. Come and browse.
No, I'm not here to shop.
Why? What's the matter?
I need a familiar, friendly face and an experienced pair of ears.
You've come to the right boutique. Come and sit down and tell me all about it.
Erica? You okay to do this?
Of course.
You know, the store hasn't reopened yet since all the tornado damage, but soon it will.
Oh, wow. The new owner certainly made some changes. Oh, thank goodness. There's something that's still the same as when Myrtle owned it. Boutique dress box, complete with satin ribbon. Oh, they just don't do these kind of personal touches anymore at all. Oh, it's for me. From Myrtle, with love.
Mom, are you okay?
I just got a package, Celestial Express.
From Myrtle. Open it.
I can't.
I don't think you can send it back.
Well, I'm not ready to say goodbye to Mert. How many times did Mert tell me to hold strong, always with nearest and dearest? Well, if this is her way of saying adios amigos with whatever's in that box, guess I gotta hold strong. Oh, my God. Look at this.
Is that a genuine crystal ball?
Oh, this must be the one she had from back in her Carney days.
So, how did Mrs. Fargate fool all those people into believing that she could actually tell their futures?
She wasn't fooling anybody. This here crystal ball's a real McCoy. She had this from way back when Phoebe Wallingford pulled her out of a homeless shelter to pose as Kitty Shea's mama.
Who? Mom? Can you see the future in there?
The past. Mert's past. Look.
Link invited me here. He considers me one of the family.
One of the family.
Yeah. We're very old friends, and I have a great affection for him.
As well you should have. But let me warn you, don't you ever dare delude yourself that you have any claim to an alliance with the Tyler family. Of course, it was my gross error in the first place to involve myself with you. I can't imagine why I thought I could ever trust you. I mean, you haven't a shred of integrity, no loyalty at all.
Because I wouldn't help you separate Kitty and Link. I'm glad to say that I have nothing to do with your lousy plans. The few months that I had with them two kids was the happiest time of my life.
Did you see that?
Keep looking. Mert had one hell of a life.
Myrtle? Oh, yes, darling.
I have been going crazy. You remember that song you taught me in the Carney when I was a little girl, the one about the bamboo tree? I have been trying to think of those words, and it's driving me crazy. They keep getting away from me.
You're Santa Claus, and I am the Easter Bunny.
You don't believe it?
Now, what kind of fool do you think I am?
I thought Mrs. Fargate was just a sweet old lady.
She'd kick you in the pants if she heard you say a thing like that. Well, Myrtle touched a lot of lives.
Hey, beautiful. I got some sad news. Myrtle died last night. She passed in her sleep. It's peaceful, they said. It's always full of surprises, isn't she? She had one more for me. She sent me a package. But I didn't want to open it up. I didn't want to open it without you, so I thought maybe we'd do that now. It's all worth it. It's the inscription. She said that to me more than once. Dad. It's when I first met Myrtle. I set up the game to find out who killed my brother.
You're actually a good fella, aren't you?
I am.
I saw you at Miranda's center occasion, whatever it was. I heard all about your murder play. I heard how you dug up the past, that dreadful past, just when Bianca was beginning to come out of it all. And you terrified the girl.
I never intended to do any of that.
Well, then you did the damage.
I'm sorry. But Bianca's one of the finest people I know. I would never intentionally hurt her. Now, I'm at odds here. You know my name. I don't know yours.
Myrtle. Myrtle Fargate. And you had better remember that name, kid. if you ever meddle with anyone that I love.
That was the beginning of a beautiful friendship. It's a picture of me holding Miranda when she was a baby.
Miranda is your love. Now, take an arm of God's love and God's innocence, and that will take all these off your brow.
It wasn't the first time she set me straight on love. She's one of my biggest fans, you know. Even when I thought it wouldn't stand a chance.
You know, you made some mistakes. And then you took yourself out of the human race and pulled yourself into a little hole, and you could see the world go round.
My love is a lot safer from a distance.
Darling, if you were sitting here and I was sitting there, you know what you'd see? One of the finest men in Pine Valley. And darling, Kendall knows it too. She's got a hold of the brass ring, she's got it in her hand, and she throws it right down the toilet.
Kendall's right to protect herself, because in the end, I'd only end up hurting her.
Darling, you're in charge of your own life. You decide what your life is going to be. You're not going to hurt Kendall. You don't want to hurt her. Sweetheart, you ought to be happy. You ought to have happiness. You ought to have rainbows. You ought to have, well, the works. And so should Kendall.
Finally grabbed the brass ring. It's always there when we screwed up, when I screwed up. Always there. The casino, at the house, at the hospital. I don't know. Never knew anyone like her.
I mean, how long has it been? 2 weeks since you and Kendall became official again. Now she's got that time. I'm very good, but even I can't make magic overnight.
You thought you had all kinds of tricks up your sleeve, but that's it. Tell me to sit back and wait.
No, the preacher didn't put the words for better or worse into the vows for nothing. You've got to have patience. I mean, that is the best I can do.
Patience. That's Myrtle's last message to me. Gotta be patient. Your husband's gonna try to be patient. That's gonna do it. So all you need is just a little more time.
Slater, hold on. Have you had a chance to tell the rest of Kendall's family it's just a matter of time?
No, I haven't.
Wait, hold on. What are you waiting for? Why are you dragging it out? I thought I was pretty clear. There's no hope.
But there is hope, David. You just gotta be patient. Come here. Stop what you're doing. This job takes precedence. Carnival's coming to town.
Your mother got an unexpected gift.
I got one, too.
Ladies, you know what? I'm gonna get some air and I'll be back in a little bit, okay?
Thank you, Jack.
Yep.
Oh, you opened yours. I can't. I understand, Mom. Believe me, it took me over an hour to work up the courage. It's the music box that Myrtle gave you at Miranda's baby shower.
It's similar. She must have found another one or had this one made.
Took Myrtle back to her Carney days.
She knew that the carousel and its music had a special kind of magic. And she wanted to pass that along to me and Miranda, and now Gabrielle.
Myrtle just gave us all a lot of magic, didn't she?
Yeah.
I mean, just in the way she loved us.
Wow. Remember all the time we used to spend here, hanging with Jenny? My God. We used to use this place for a hideout.
Remember when my father caught us?
Like I could forget.
Now that is it!
You must stay out of this.
Listen, when you're in my house, you do what I say, do you hear?
Well, perhaps you should keep a close watch on what goes on in your own home.
And what exactly do you mean by that?
Well, it's perfectly clear to me what went on here last night while you were out of town.
Like what?
Not a lot of people would take on Les Baxter.
Myrtle would take anybody on if it was for the right cause.
You know, I was so happy when you called and said Myrtle had a room for you.
You were so happy because you knew she'd keep an eye out for me. And she did. I couldn't get away with anything living here.
No one could.
Oh, hi.
Look, you should be fighting off suitors with a fly swatter. You should be up to here with friends. But look, you're alone. And there is a reason for it. You spend too much energy making enemies, darling.
I've tried to make friends.
It seems to me you try harder not to. And that, darling, is the waste. It's a shame, you know. It doesn't have to be that way. You almost died. Now, just make the most of what has been given back to you.
See? You weren't the only one with a brilliant idea.
You guys lived here, too?
I didn't. Ryan did.
Back when I first came to Pine Valley.
So you got the full Myrtle treatment, too?
I fooled you. You're sweet to think I was sweet. But I have to tell you that I am an old huckster, and I have sold a bill of good to guys who are tougher than you are. No harm meant. But honey, I have been everywhere. I've seen everything. And if there's one thing I have learned, and this is God's truth, if you find a girl that you love, and she loves you, then you hang on to her. Don't let her go.
Sometimes I think that your grandma and Myrtle made a secret pact before your grandma died. Because Myrtle stepped in and she never turned her back on me.
No.
Yeah. Though I didn't make it easy.
Look, sweetheart. Well, listen,
darling,
we'll try to get it out.
Music won't come out. I look like I dove into a vat of wine. You're going to have to bring me a new dress.
Sweetheart, there is not time.
Why is everybody against me?
Honey, I am not against you, but I might not be back in time for the awards. What am I going to do?
You will be back, and you know what? If you're not, I'll stall. Did you ever hear the expression stall? I will stall, and they will wait for me to make my appearance.
So, after losing control over a dress, I proceeded to verbally attack just everyone in Pine Valley. I wound up on my hands and knees on the bathroom floor of the ladies' room and scrounged around for the pill I found.
Mom. But you beat it. You got over your addiction.
one day at a time. And you know who was there that first day. The first day when I had to say it out loud.
What happened to you?
I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. Yes, I do. I know that you were right, Myrtle. All of you. I am an addict. And I need help. I've pushed my husband away, and I've lost my job, and I've abused all my friends. I just don't even know how you can stand to look at me.
Sweetheart, it was the pills that made you sick, and you can beat that.
Look, I wouldn't blame you if you just didn't even want to hear my name anymore.
Don't you ever say that. I love you just as if you were my own flesh and blood.
Did you know she went on the plane with me to Betty Ford? No. It was a horrible flight. But she held my hand. She held my hand through that whole flight. And for so many more times throughout the years. And now...
How did she do it? I mean, the boutique, the boarding house, and yet she was always available whenever anyone needed her.
Thank God she was. Because so many times I would have been just lost without her.
Erica Kane lost?
Oh, don't let it get out.
She helped us through some rough times, too. My mother is extremely upset with me right now. She may never want to see me again.
Oh, now, you bite your tongue. Erica would never hate you, not in a million years.
She would if I gave her a reason. See, Myrtle, I told my mother that I'm gay.
That is the reason for all this. Oh, you darling girl. Good heavens. You had me scared half to death.
You know my mom. She's not gonna get used to it. She's not gonna come around. I mean, unlike the anti-Erica, I'd be surprised if she doesn't throw me out of the house.
Myrtle, will you please tell her how crazy that is?
Of course, absolutely crazy. Listen, darling, you are part of Erica's flesh and blood, and she would rather cut her heart out than lose you. She loves you. She loves you very, very much.
And she was right. Mm. She always was.
The worst time in my life. She helped me through it.
Thank God for Myrtle. But she wouldn't want us focusing on the bad times. No, she definitely wouldn't. She would bring up the happier times.
Of course.
Like that Thanksgiving when we all got arrested. Why were you arrested?
Jaywalking and civil disobedience.
Mm-hmm. Really? All three of you? Well, they were about to let us off with just a warning.
And then Myrtle sat down in the middle of the street and started reciting the Declaration of Independence.
And Opal sat right beside me and sang the
Battle hymn of the
Republic.
Good, and I did it beautifully. Thanks.
Very good. But, you know, I couldn't just leave them there.
No, you know.
All three of you, come here. Oh. I think I'm ready now. Oh, no, it can't be. It's the dress.
What dress?
It's the dress from the awards dinner, from that night I was telling you about. Oh, and the stain is gone. Myrtle's got it out.
Myrtle had the widest open door policy.
Right? Anybody and everybody was welcome.
Maybe I was the first person she slammed the door on. We didn't exactly get off on the best foot.
You are not fit to open the powder room door for Erica or for Bianca. I haven't forgotten how you blackmailed her in that hideous, shameful way.
That's very true. I did. But Erica believes me when I say that I don't want to be like that anymore.
It's a bit late in the season for a snow job. But you're just about in time for the fertilizing season.
Please don't tell Erica that you saw me here tonight.
Honey, I'll do as I damn well please.
I can see Myrtle saying that right now.
But she warmed up to you.
I did change.
A little. Yeah, Little's right. So I guess you guys knew Myrtle the longest out of all of us.
But I was the luckiest one. I got to love her the longest.
Oh, Kelly, Tyler, you're here. You made it. Everybody, this is Kelly Tyler. She was like a daughter to Myrtle.
I'm very sorry for your loss.
Oh, Frankie, thank you. She's going to be a loss for all of us. I love Link.
I know you do, sweetie.
Not because of his mother's lousy money either.
Now, you just forget about her and you give it your best shot, eh?
Is that good enough?
Oh, you bet it is.
I don't know anymore.
Oh, Kel, baby, listen. It ain't a matter of striking the right note at the right time. It's what's in your heart. And, honey, when you sing, all that's beautiful in you comes right out front.
She will be so missed.
All right, Aaron, Drew, make sure this is secure in that corner.
Fargate. Hey, Zach. See you. What do you think?
Oh, Zach, it's fantastic. Myrtle would love this.
Just get in touch with everyone?
Everyone except Sky. Couldn't track her down. Yeah, Adam doesn't know where she is. And I talked to Ray, and she's in London. Of course, she was devastated that she can't be here, but she's going to be in church at the same time, saying goodbye to Myrtle.
Nice.
Once upon a time, the girl with moonlight in her eyes put her hand in mine and said she loved me so. But that was once upon a time, very long ago. Once upon a hill, we sat beneath a willow tree, counting all the stars and waiting for the dawn. But that was once upon a time. Now the tree is gone. How the breeze ruffled through her hair, how we always laughed as though tomorrow wasn't there. We were young and didn't have a care. everything was ours. How happy we were then. But somehow once upon a time never comes again.
I am so glad that you could all be here today. We are here to remember and celebrate and say goodbye to Pine Valley's heart, Myrtle Fargate. As I'm sure all of you do, I remember the wonderful stories that Myrtle used to tell about her days in the carny, about how she used to tell people's fortunes. But one day, Myrtle confided in me even more. She told me her secret. Easy, Opal. It's not what you think. Myrtle told me that she wasn't a real clairvoyant. She told me that she told people's fortunes by looking into their eyes. Myrtle was very good at reading whether people were happy or in love or in pain. And by the time people left that tent, everyone was convinced that Myrtle really did have a gift because she had read them so well. Myrtle really did have a gift. Her life was a path all about giving. She told us those carny stories to make us laugh. She had a boarding house to give us shelter. And she had her boutique so that we would go in there and look in her mirror and see how beautiful we are, inside and out. Myrtle was a giver and a healer and a source of so much laughter. And at this Christmas time, I have no doubt that Myrtle is making time between bridge games with my mother to take her place by God's side as his very top angel. Zach, would you like to say a few words? Zach? Feel her. She's happy. She's at peace. Of course she is. Zach, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Thank you for this, Zach. This was wonderful.
Yeah. I can feel her smiling down on it. I should get home to the kids.
You know something? I'll go with you. I could really use some of their little hugs.
I'll see you there.
You take care.
Now who will lead our carnival? And who will make us stronger? Who will mend our broken sleep when she is here no longer? For whose part do we stand and bow? What stories do we tell? And will we memorize the day when great and greatness fell? Say, will this valley overcome, and will these shadows fade? And will we lift our eyes to see the beauty that she made? The disappearing last of her that leads to worlds unknown has left a path to softly tread when sadness wanders home. I'll meet thee where the highland winds divide wild mountain time, where I will be forever yours, and you forever mine.
And trust me, the angels are on your side.